It's going to be a review day. Our objective is I can understand how to evaluate, expand, and factor algebraic expressions. Looking at number 1, it says evaluate 3z plus 10 when z equals 3. So we need to substitute the value of our variable in for z. So if we had 3z plus 10 and we know the value of our variable, we will sub it in. So now we have 3 times 3 plus 10. Now we just have to solve. 3 times 3 equals 9 plus 10 equals 19. And that would be our final answer for evaluating this number 1. Number 2, if you want to go ahead and stop the video and try evaluating 12x minus 2 when x equals 2, you can try it on your own and come back and we'll see if we have the same exact answers. So we know that x equals 2, so we need to substitute the value of our variable in. So if we had 12x minus 2, and we substitute 2 in for x, we will now have 12 times, the value of our variable was 2, minus 2. So now we have 12 times 2, which equals 24, minus 2, and 24 minus 2 equals 22. So that would be our final answer for number 2. Looking at number 3, it says evaluate 10 divided by n when n equals 5. So we know the value of our variable now equals 5. So we're going to rewrite this 10 divided by n. Well, now we know the value of our variable, so we have 10 divided by, and we're going to substitute the value of our variable in, so 10 divided by 5, and 10 divided by 5 gives us the answer of 2. Looking at number 4, it says evaluate n divided by 4 plus 10 when n equals 8. If you want to go ahead and stop the video and try this number 4 out on your own, and we can come back together and see if we got the same answer. So we know that the value of our variable equals 8. So we're going to substitute the value of our variable in. So we originally had n divided by 4 plus 10. Now we know the value of our variable, so we're going to substitute 8 in for n. So now we're going to have 8 divided by 4 plus 10. And 8 divided by 4 equals 2 plus 10. 2 plus 10 gives us the answer of 12. And that is our final answer for number 4. Looking at number 5, it says expand 4 parentheses 3a plus 7. In order to expand, we have to take our outside expression and multiply each term on the inside of the parentheses, each term. So now we are going to have 4 parentheses 3a plus 7, and when we multiply each term by 4, we get 4 times 3a and 4 times 7, and we just got to multiply these together, and 4 times 3a we get 12a. And then we do 4 times 7, which we get 28. And then now that we know our middle operation was adding, we write that right in the middle. So we have 12a plus 28 as our final answer. Looking at number 6, it says expand 2 parentheses 4c minus 9. If you want to go ahead and stop the video and try this on your own, we'll come back together and see if we have the same exact answer. So in order to expand, we have to take the outside expression and multiply each term on the inside by our expression. So now we have 2 parentheses 4c minus 9, and we have to multiply each term by 2. So now we have 2 times 4c and 2 times 9. And 2 times 4c, we get 8c. And 2 times 9, we get 18. And our middle operation was subtracting, so we're going to write that right in the middle. And so we have 8c minus 18. And that is our final answer for number 6. Lastly, we're going to look at 7 and 8, which say factor 9 minus 18f. We just learned how to factor, and so in order to factor, we have to find the greatest common factor. So we're going to start off with 9 first. So we know 9, find the GCF. 1 times 9 equals 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. And 9 times 1 equals 9. So those are all the common factors of 9. Then we're going to look at 18. So we have 18f. We know 1 times 18f equals 18f. We have 2 times 8f equals 18f. Oops, I'm sorry, 2 times 9. 2 times 9 equals 18f. And then we have 3 times 6f equals 18f. And then we can do 9 times 3f equals 18f. And we'll do 18 times f equals 18f. So looking down the side at the numbers that I'm going to highlight, we got to find the greatest common factor of both of these numbers. And so for the greatest common factor of 9 and 18f, we can see that 9 is the greatest common factor. So now that we know that information, we're going to rewrite this. So we have 9 times, we're going to use this information right here. So 9 times 1 gave us the answer of 9. Our middle operation was a minus sign. And then we have 9 times 3f gives us the answer of 18. And you always want to make sure that you take our greatest common factor and stick on the outside of the parentheses. So we're going to have 9 on the outside. And now that we know that that was our greatest common factor, we can go ahead and cross it out and take all of the rest of our components, which was 1 minus and 3f, and we're going to stick that all on the inside. So now we have 1 minus 3f. Oh, this was supposed to be a 2. I apologize. 9 times 2f equals 18f. 9 times 2f. So this should be a 2. And you can always check your work by expanding our answer, our 9 in. So 9 times 1 equals 9. Our minus sign was in the middle. And 9 times 2f gives us the answer of 18f. So we checked our work. So we were able to check our work and that they match. If you want to go ahead and stop the video and try number 8 by yourself, it says factor 15e plus 3. And come back together and we'll see if we have the same answer. So looking at 15e and 3, we got to find our greatest common factor, our GCF, in order to factor. So we're going to start off with 15e. We have 15 times, we're going to do 1 times 15e, which gives us the answer of 15e. We have 3 times 5e gives us 15e. And we know that 3 is the highest that 3 is going to go up to. So we're going to go up to 3 and that's it. And if we have 1 times 3 equals 3, and 3 times 3 equals 3. So we know our greatest common factor is going to be 3, because it's the highest factor that we can factor up for 3. So now that we know that 3 is the common factor, We're going to write 3 times, so 3 times 5e gives us 15e. And our middle operation was adding. And 3 was our greatest common factor, so we have to write 3. And 3 times 1, oh, this was supposed to be a 1. I don't know where I was doing my math. 3 times 1 gives us 3. So we know our next operation is 3 times 1 gives us 3. And we always got to stick our greatest common factor on the outside of our parentheses. So we're going to have 3 parentheses. So we're going to cross that out. And then we have all of our rest of our components, which we got to stick on the inside of our parentheses. So we would get 5e plus 1 for our final answer.